You ever want to be a part of something big, like to launch a new idea to the general public? Well, in this video, we're going to give you an idea of how you could do that, help us, and really I like to say us as in us behind the scenes, as well as you, our viewers and our followers, launch uh, Unfound Anamnesis and the Bastunia series to the general public. And we're also going to talk about the new release date time frame that we have for the Bastunia series. Now, if you're new to this channel, my name is Dylan Barr. I'm one of the co-creators of Unfound Anamnesis, and more specifically, the world of Bastunia. You've heard from myself. You've also heard from my co-creator, Matt Emery, over the last couple of months, if you've been tuning into the channel. But again, if you're new, welcome. We love to have you. If you could do us a favor, like this video, comment. You'll have a reason to comment at the end of this video, and subscribe. It helps us out a bunch. You can also always unsubscribe later if we're not giving you the content that you want. So it's totally free, which is awesome. So quick, getting everybody caught up to speed. Matt and I started pumping out 3 to 5 videos a week in Q4 of last year, telling you a little bit about the world, about the universe, all leading up to a release date of wanting to launch our first self-published comic by the end of last year. Now, we do apologize. A couple of things have gotten in the way. First and foremost, most of it is on me. My wife and I took a delayed honeymoon in December. It was basically 18 days, the month of December. And we also found out we're pregnant. So we have a little potential baby Dylan or baby Morgan, we don't know yet, on the way. So that kind of postponed some of our projects that we wanted to take to the finish line with Bastunia. Also, our art director, Evan Winston, he's an art director on multiple projects. Some of them got pushed a little bit, so he had less time to put towards this. But man, what he is bringing to you all, you are going to love it. We already started to see some of the pages. It's incredible. We started to really put more of the dialogue. We're getting a group of beta readers together now to really read this, help us with our dialogue, help us with any of the illustrations, what's making sense, what's not. So when it comes to you and when it comes to the general audience, it's top notch. And for a book to really be top notch, one, it has to have good quality, and that's our responsibility, right? We want to make sure, and I'm very confident that the quality of these comics is going to be up to snuff to make a splash in the comic world, for sure in the self-published world. So that the first thing is the content, right? The second thing is really how we launch this. A lot of times when someone works with a publisher can back them with a bunch of ad dollars. We don't have that luxury. So what we're asking for is to really create what we would call a launch team, a group of people that are going to help get the word out to the public. That's where you come in. So Matt and I will be creating a launch team this month, the month of January, and our ideal launch date now is going to be early to mid-February. I'd like to say mid-February so we can under-promise and over-deliver. Still working on a really good cover design, making sure it's formatted properly. But when it launches, we really need 3 things. We need purchases, we need reviews, and we need kind of shares, people to get the word out, right? So that's why you create a launch team, a group of your peers, a group of your followers to help you do this. So what we're doing is we're creating a launch team, and in that, it's going to be a group of people that get early access to the book to help us launch it to the general public. Now, there are 3 paths to the launch team, and if you would like to be included in the launch team, please comment below which path you feel you'd be willing to do for this, okay? So I'm gonna go through all 3 paths right now. I'm gonna tell you everything in the first one, and then I'm gradually gonna take things out to make it easier for you. Now, before I tell you this, please remember that this comic is going to be 22 to 25 pages. It's almost like a children's book. It's very small. Anytime you see like a big comic like this, you're actually seeing most of a series, and each chapter is actually its own comic, right? So 20 to 25 pages read through is all we're asking for. Here are the 3 paths. Number 1, we're looking for people, is kind of the premier path, people that are willing to read the book, purchase the book, leave a honest review. Hey, I loved it, and here's why. Hey, I wasn't a huge fan. Here's why. Hey, this isn't for me. Here's why, but here's who it could be for. Read it, purchase it, leave a good review on Amazon, and finally share it. on your social media to, like, I'd like to say to your friends, but that's hard to track, on social media. Let's be honest, so we can get more eyeballs, call to action, say, hey, go pick up this book. It's awesome. I loved it. You'll love it too. That's the first path, doing all three of those things. Second path is for the people that are saying, hey, I want to support you. This sounds awesome. I'll read it, I'll purchase it, and I'll leave a really good review. I'll tell you honestly what I think about it, and what other people can expect from this first book on Amazon. And then honestly, the third one's like, hey man, just want to support you guys, love what you're doing. I can purchase it and I can read it. Don't have time to leave a review. Don't have time to really share this. Don't want to, which is totally fine. So path number one is doing everything, right? Path number two is saying, hey, I'll read it, purchase it, and leave a review. And path number three saying, hey, I'll read it, purchase it. And then path number four is like, hey, love what you're doing. I don't want anything to do with it though. And that's totally fine. So if any of these call to you, drop your number in the comments. Hey, I'm path number one. Hey, I'm path number two. Hey, I'm path number three. And what we can do is we can reach out to you in the coming weeks after our beta readers give this comic kind of that once over to make sure everything's good. We can reach out to you all to give you early access to our comic, and then let you know the launch date. You basically get to read it for free, but we're hoping that if you read it for free, you'll be able to purchase it or get it on Kindle when we do launch it. So if any of those appeal to you and you're like, hey, I want to be a part of helping a self-published comic make a splash in the comic industry, drop your comments below. Also, like, comment, subscribe, give us a follow on Instagram and Facebook. I'll also put those links in the description. That being said, for the new year, I'm going to try to keep these videos a lot shorter. My name's Dylan. I appreciate you all for watching. I appreciate you all for following. I love you. Have a good and happy new year.